Let's shift to other coaching and how important it is in the playoffs. As great as Belichick and Brady are, and many of you, myself included, think Brady's the best quarterback ever and Belichick's the best coach ever. Like most of us, you could argue, but I think most people watching the show right now or listening, we would say, yeah, Belichick's the best coach in the league. And Brady, I mean, he's not as talented maybe as Aaron Rodgers or Brees or Big Ben or whatever, but he's the best quarterback. That said, of their 7 Super Bowls, 6 have been decided by 4 points or less. The only exception, overtime. They beat Atlanta. So even with the best coach, even with the best quarterback, all time, inches, not feet, not yards, inches win Super Bowls. Both New England Super Bowl losses, David Tyree and Mario Manningham's catches, the defensive backs were in the right spot late in games. One was a fluke. Another was just a great throw and catch by Eli and Mario Manningham. That last play by the New Orleans Saints defense, that's a rookie defensive back, Marcus Williams. He feels terrible today. It was hard to explain what he was thinking. A complete and utter whiff. A Patriot defensive back, a Belichick defensive back, does not make that play. We can blame the young kid. We can blame the young kid. In the moment, you've played football 15 years, just wrap him up, dude. Don't go for the hit. And we can crush young players. But that's coaching, too. That's coaching, too. New Orleans took a timeout moments before that. Don't you take that young rookie defensive back and say, guys, we know the story here. Keep him out of the end zone. There are no timeouts left for the Vikings. They're not going to be able to run to the line and get a field goal. Just wrap them up. Keep them out of the end zone. That's all you got to tell them. That's all really you got to tell them. And they didn't tell him. Gang up, beat up, crucify that kid this morning. It's not smart. But when the Patriots beat Seattle in a Super Bowl, Malcolm Butler made the interception. He didn't do it instinctively. After the game, he said, I knew what Seattle was going to do. Bill Belichick practiced it. If you call a timeout before that play, that is called coaching. Because the Patriots have been in 7 Super Bowls, and all 7 have been decided by an inch, not a foot, and not a yard. By the way, I feel bad for Drew Brees, once again undone by a teammate or a coach. They've had 5 defensive coordinators in 11 years. He was brilliant against the best defense in the league, arguably. Second half alone, 17 of 22. Vikings knew he had to pass. 3 touchdowns, no picks, and 140 passer rating. The conversation today in America would be, oh my God, Drew Brees is amazing. Just like the conversation has so often been in the last decade, Tom Brady, we talk on Mondays, damn, he's amazing. But the reason we have that conversation on Monday after Super Bowls is because of Belichick too. Because even when Tom lost Super Bowls, the players were in the right spots. David Tyree and Eli Manning just made plays. That was as much on coaching as anything else. Drew Brees this morning is robbed of 3 hours of conversation in one of the great second halves by a quarterback ever against a great defense that was allowing 12 points a game in that stadium. Tom Brady's won 5 Super Bowls. Drew has 1. I can assure you, if Brees had Belichick and Tom was in often dysfunctional New Orleans, those numbers would not be the same. The Saints were not only beaten, Drew Brees was robbed of a conversation of his greatness. You watch the Vikings Saints, that final play. Not only did New Orleans lose, Drew Brees was robbed today of a 3-hour discussion on how great he is. Because a rookie corner
whiffed.
Well, not only whiffed, but they called a timeout before this play. New Orleans staff could not say, guys, just wrap them up. They don't have a second play. They have no timeouts. Just tackle them. That's it. You're going to tell me you call a timeout. Your offense is just watching. So you're only talking to defensive players. That staff from New Orleans, which has had 5 coordinators in 11 years, you don't tell them, guys, just tackle them inbounds. That's as much coaching as playing.
Yeah, something was not right because you have to go in knowing exactly what to do. Do you know, like you've seen in basketball timeouts where a coach will say, don't do this and don't, like they tell you straight up.
That's called coaching.
Exactly. It's coaching so that you know when you step out on the field what should happen. And in that case, it looked like an indecisive Marcus Williams, like not sure what exactly to do. And I'll tell you, Bill Buckner's off the hook after that because really – that is one of those plays that will be seen forever. I'm watching the game.
But you know
couldn't believe it.
You know why I give the kid a pass? Not a pass.
You can't give him a pass.
I'm not giving him a pass. He's a rookie. You have got, as a coach, ask any coach, if Jim Mora comes on, when you have a freshman, it's different than having a redshirt junior or senior. You called a timeout. You just got to go to the sideline. Say, DBs, I got 60 in here. Just keep them in bounds and tackle them. Don't go for the pick. Do not go for the interception. Here's what I would tell my team. Don't go for the pick and don't go for the big hit. Just get out of that space.
Just wrap them up.
Wrap them up, game over. That kid went for the big hit. That's for a rookie, that's coaching. You got to coach a kid up. Just like Jim Mora's going to be on. When you have freshmen, stuff that seems obvious for a redshirt senior is not obvious for an 18-year-old kid.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.